Otra vez me ha parecido ver a papá. Creo que me estoy volviendo loca.
Lara, tu padre nos ha dejado. Llega un momento en el que tenemos que afrontar quiénes somos y quiénes estamos destinados a ser.
Creo que sé dónde fue mi padre.
Eso es en mitad del mar del diablo.
Será una aventura.
La muerte no es ninguna aventura.
I think, it was much more, I looked at I played the earlier games, and I was thrilled growing up seeing Angelina Jolie up in being a female action heroine on screen. The only reason I did this film and went on because there's no, idea in copying something that was already been done. It was only because I felt like it was introduced to me this possibility of making an origin story. I was introduced to the 2013 rebooted game, so I think it's much more, the earlier films will stand alone, I think, from our films. So for me, it was more about taking on the character that has been with us for 22 years. And the interesting thing is that she has evolved and changed quite a lot already during all these years. So you need to pay homage to that and make sure that it's the essence of the role that this fan base and all these people have followed over the years. But I also think it's very important that we made sure of pushing ourselves to finding new angles, because it's about expanding this universe and give the audience something new.
¿Qué haces aquí, Lara? Llevo 7 años en esta isla. Tu padre, él me trajo aquí. Ahora veo el parecido, la inteligencia, la temeridad.
¿Qué sabe de mi padre?
I think, she's actually been groundbreaking from the start. Like I said, she was the first female role that you had seen in a very male-dominated world. So I must say that she has been, a feminist kind of groundbreaking, character from the beginning. The thing is, I think it's more the world around her. It's interesting that people talk about male gaze and things. I think it's mostly because, sadly, she was the only woman, both up on screen and in video games. And now, thank God, the world is changing. And I hope that in a few years we don't need to sit and talk about the excitement of, how rare it is to see female action stars on screen. But yes, I think that she's changed over the years to fit the time that she's in. And yes, I think she's part of the millennium. She's this new generation. She's a young girl who lives in, who says she's not a freaking superhero.
Lara, mi vida no se limitaba a salas de juntas y a reuniones de negocios. Hay una organización llamada la Trinidad. Pretenden iniciar un genocidio global.
Tu padre sabía dónde ir de vacaciones.
Siempre fue imprevisible.
Tienes que acabar con ellos, Lara. Prométemelo.
¡Corre!
¿En serio?
Yes, we talked very early on that we wanted this to be, a realistic version. Like I said, I love the fact that we're with her, and it's going to be painful and even traumatic, and you see the consequences of the journey that she's forced to go on this adventure, and this kind of adventure pushes her to mature quite quickly.
Las damas primero. ¡Abre la tumba!
I don't think anything to contribute to my career. That's not how I see things. I'm a storyteller, and I grew up with European art house movies. Wim Wenders was one of them. But I've always run to the cinemas and watched big adventure films and action stories. To be honest, also, I grew up in a country in Sweden where that was just like a keyhole into another universe, you know. I was always, you know, I loved those big films, and I think still people go to the cinema to leave the reality behind and go on a big journey. And for me to step into different genres of different kind of characters, and I mean, that's me trying to push myself and develop. I'm not very interested in trying to do things I've done before. I look for the new and for challenges, and this was definitely one. So I was really excited.
¡Tira el arma!
Tú vas a apretar el gatillo.
Has jodido a la familia equivocada.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think that films are just entertaining. That I think, I would never simplify any journey or film. I mean, I'm saying that yes, it should be entertaining and a spectacle, but any film that is, you know, good has levels of, you know, heart and story, and you interacting with characters or relationships. I never made a film thinking this is the underlying message. You know, to be honest, I love to feel things when I go to the cinema, but everyone will have their own experience. And hopefully in this film, you know, you tackle a mother, you know, father-daughter relationship, a coming-of-age story. It should have release moments when you're able to laugh. It has a big adventure. If you know, if you just want to see some good stunts, you can go to the cinema too. I think it's, you know, simplifying things to say that it's just one message that you know, I make film because I love storytelling. I read different books because I love different genres, and you know, I'm never one to say that, you know, an adventure film because it's entertaining is less worth than one of my, you know, more dignified dramas. They're just different.
¿Su nombre?
Lara
¿Apellido?
Croft.